Oh, now we're there. Okay, hi. Alright. We're not gonna start yet. Give me a minute. I wanna share the stream's link to social media. Oh man. I know I said yesterday that I was supposed to be streaming yesterday at 8:30 p.m. But then like I had stuff to do. So I had to postpone it to today. Man, what am I doing? Right. I want to make sure that my audio is correct because last stream's audio, my voice was so quiet, which is not a good thing. I need to make sure I am heard. Am I heard or not? Am I heard or not? Okay, I'm heard enough. That's good. So, eek. All right. So now we can go. Ooh, but y'all want to hear a funny story before we begin? So, like, I haven't finished I haven't finished finals actually. So, there's like what 2 more papers I have to go through. But like, I got so stressed that day. I decided to play. What's the name of that game? I downloaded Rhythm Heaven to de-stress a little bit. Bad idea. Rhythm Heaven was far more stressful than I thought it would be, which is funny. Anyways, ooh, you know what? While I was like, while I was trying to make the thumbnail for this stream, I obviously I had to go looking for Simon's sprite online in the fan wiki, but I accidentally found his sprite when he was 21 years old, and like, if last stream was any indication of my impression towards Simon, it's obvious that I'm not exactly fond of him, but oh my god, his 21-year-old sprite is so cute. And then I texted my friend, and then she was like, Sky, please just fall for him, we won't judge. And I'm like, no, I have to stay strong, I haven't even met him in game yet, I just accidentally spoiled myself. Anyways, yeah, that was funny. Episode 3, boink. Yes.
Themis Legal Academy.
Ooh.
The prestigious high school with alumni in the highest echelons of the legal world.
Ooh. Oh. Oh. Oh my god, murder. Oh, we're playing as Athena. Nice. Oh no, I'm gonna be late. Ooh, finally. So this is it, the illustrious Themis Legal Academy. Oh, so this is before Athena became an attorney. Okay. This is the place where many distinguished lawyers and prosecutors get their start. Alright. When news spread that Mr. Wright had gotten his attorney's badge back, he received a call from the school asking him to pay a visit. Mr. Wright brought us along hoping we'd learn something from the experience. Oh! Alright, this is present day. Alright. But no, I had to go and blow it by getting here 30 minutes late. Aw, Athena. At least it's not all business today. After all, today's their school festival. Ooh. Wow. Guilty dogs. What are guilty dogs? Wow, this place has school festival written all over it. Literally. But why all the cold stares? Is it because everyone's in a school uniform except me? Well, I like the way I dress. So true, Athena. Wonder where Mr. Wright and Apollo are. Beam bom, beam bom. Oh, hold on. Give me a sec. Your attention, please. This is an announcement from the Mock Trial Committee. The mock trial will begin shortly. Mock Trial Committee. Alright. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall. Thank you. Sounds like a mock trial is about to start. But where's this lecture hall? Looks like all the students and faculty are heading that way. Might as well join them. Maybe I'll find Mr. Wright and Apollo there. Oh, wow. Their facilities are awesome, dude. Dang. Their lecture hall looks way cooler than our current courtroom. That's not fair. This must be the lecture hall. Wow, they spent some serious money on this place. You don't say. Why do they need a statue in the middle of the hall? The district court can't even compete. You don't say. Hey, Athena, over here. Apollo! You too, Phoenix. Mr. Wright, Apollo. I've been looking for you two. I'm so sorry I'm late. It's okay. Sorry we couldn't wait for you. Go. But we didn't want to be late for our meeting. Lucky for you, the person we're supposed to meet also seems to be running late. Mr. Wright, Mr. Justice, it seems Prof. Court, nice name, it seems Professor Court has yet to arrive. Oh my, you look like a bust. How unprofessional of her to keep visitors of our... How unprofessional to keep... Oh, I'm sorry, unprofessorial, alright. How unprofessorial... Professorial? Professorial? I'm not going to argue the phonetics of this. Too tired for this dude. How unprofessorial of her to keep visitors to our esteemed institution waiting like this. Wow. What a struggle. I shall make her right. I will not. Oh, who do we have here? Alright, you haven't been introduced yet. Ah, yes. You must be the young lady Mr. Wright was telling me about. I love your music. His name is Aristotle Means. Okay. I am Aristotle Means, a professor at this hallowed hall of learning. I oversee the lawyer course here. It is a pleasure to meet you. I'm Athena Sykes. I just recently got my attorney's badge myself. It's nice to meet you too. How wonderful. So vigorous and vivacious. You just earned yourself a gold star. Oh, gold star. Oh. Yeah. That big smile is terrifying. I kind of don't want to see it anymore. Wow, thanks. Looks like the mock trial is about to begin. What are we going to do about our meeting? Oh, speaking of the mock trial, do either of you know what it's about? Oh, but I thought we had sent a pamphlet to your office. Right, the pamphlet. Whatever happened to that? You won't be seeing it again. Trucy used it for the old rip it up and restore it trick. Unfortunately, it didn't work as advertised. Well, it seems I'd better explain the situation then. Thank you, Professor. Now, does anyone have any questions? I do, Professor. Could you tell me all about your school? What an excellent question. Oh, please, no more gold stars. I love gold stars, but please don't smile at me. Oh, okay. Our academy has 3 courses to choose from. Students seeking to be lawyers take the lawyer course. Likewise, budding prosecutors take the prosecutor course, and future judges the judge course. Wow, that is extremely simple. Wow, you have everything here for someone who wants to be... Wow, I can't read. Wow, you have everything here for someone who wants to seriously pursue a career in law. Yes, well, that's what makes our school special, and today even more so. After all, we are to be treated to a lecture by the legendary attorney, Phoenix Wright. Oh, he's lecturing? Does he know he's lecturing? We can't wait to hear all about his return to the legal profession. You're giving a lecture, Mr. Wright? But you're not even a professor. Yeah, well, I'm just giving them what they want. Did you even know you were meant to be giving a lecture here today? Yeah, sort of, but I came early because I was supposed to have a meeting with the head of the judge course, Constance Court. Is her name Constance? Constance Court? What's the pun in this name? Constant? Girl, I don't know. But she's a judge, so Court is an ironic name. It's been a whirlwind of a morning. Let's leave it at that. Professor Court, she's a wonderful instructor, but quite unpunctual. Oh, so that's who's late. From what I've heard, our esteemed Mr. Wright here is scheduled to hold a training seminar tomorrow in addition to today's lecture. A training seminar? Yeah, you and me both, Athena. For lawyers? What exactly does that involve? Why, it involves the very skills that make a lawyer a lawyer. I don't know if Mr. Wright is the right person to ask for that. A lecture, sure. A training seminar? The Armango went shouting. Objection. The proper way to strike the podium. Ah, yes. How to project one's voice. And most importantly, how to bluff your way to victory. Oh. Who exactly do you want me to teach stuff like that to again? What a wonderful question. You just earned yourself a gold star. No more, please. The great honor of taking a seminar by a famous lawyer and a famous prosecutor. That is what is at stake in this mock trial. Wait, a famous prosecutor? Is Edgeworth going to be here? Will he be here? If he comes here, I'm going to take a sip. I have iced coffee. Alright. The mock trial in question is a prestigious event that every student aspires to win. The top student in the lawyer course and the top student in the prosecutor course face off in a simulated court case set in this very school. As for the case itself, we select the best script written by a judge course student and base our case on that. Oh, the judge course students write the script. Fun! Ooh, a one-on-one battle. How thrilling. So if the student studying to be a lawyer wins, he will get to take my training seminar? But what if the other student wins? I'm not a prosecutor, so... There's no cause for alarm. We have a famous prosecutor ready for such a case. Edgeworth, Edgeworth, Edgeworth. But exactly who it is, well, that is a special surprise. Edgeworth, Edgeworth. A famous prosecutor? No, it can't be. Miles Edgeworth, please. Professor Means, forgive me for interrupting you and your guests. Oh, Hey, you look familiar. Juniper... Oh! Miss Woods? I'm Juniper Woods, a third year in the judge course. But we have a different Juniper Woods, don't we? Like, we've had a Miss Woods in the first episode, but isn't her name Juniper too? Professor, the trial will begin shortly, since you'll be delivering the pre-trial speech. Would you mind waiting up on the balcony until we're ready for you? My, how very organized you are, Juniper. You just earned yourself a gold star too. But what about Professor Court? Well, I suppose she'll eventually arrive. Now then, I trust you will look after our visitors, Juniper? Yes, of course, Professor Means. Juniper? Juniper Woods? Is that you? Huh? Junie! Oh my god, it is you! Athena? I almost didn't recognize you. I didn't know you were back from Europe. Wait, you two know each other? Now that's a coincidence. Is this before the first episode? I don't know when. Oh, this has to be before the first episode. Apollo is here, obviously, gosh. We've known each other since we were kids. We're like best friends, right, Junie? Yes. Well, we live close to each other, so we used to play in the forest together. Aw, Junie. Yeah, like a lot. Why won't you look at me? I guess I shouldn't be surprised since we haven't seen each other in a long time. But how did Juniper go from that to how we knew her when, like, during the first episode? I do wonder what happened here that changed her so much. Anyway, we're supposed to go wait in the waiting room, right? Not that I wouldn't mind taking in the mock trial you're putting on today. Unfortunately, the mock trial is only for students and faculty. Aw. There's only one seat reserved for Mr. Wright, but no other exceptions are allowed. Well, that sucks. I want a seat too. Yes, I'm very sorry, but it is part of the student curriculum after all. I hope you won't mind remaining in the waiting room until the trial concludes. Oh, that's too bad. I was hoping to learn something new today. Apollo, you're already a lawyer. I'll tell you what, Apollo. Why don't you take my place? What? Really? Sure. Besides, I'd like to meet with Professor Court as soon as she gets here. Aw, no fair. I want to see the mock trial too. Sorry, I'm going to let Apollo pull what little rank he has. If it's okay with Professor Means? But of course, Mr. Wright, if that is what you wish. I don't know, you don't look very agreeing. It's settled then. We'll expect a full and detailed report, Apollo, so pay attention. Being the new kid sure stinks. If you would please follow me, I'll escort you down to the waiting room on the first floor. Junie, so serious. Still no Professor Court. It's been over 30 minutes. And Mr. Wright's snoozing away on the sofa. This is boring. I should have hidden the lecture hall and spied on the mock trial. Oh! What was that? Athena, I could have sworn I just heard something fall down and break. If you go running now, they'll think it was you. Well, it wasn't me. I think it came from somewhere outside. Oh, well, we better go have a look, seeing as everyone else is in the lecture hall. Okay, let's go. Is this stage for some sort of concert? It kind of reminds me of a courtroom. Wait, Athena. Behind the witness stand. What? Oh! Oh no! Professor Court, can you hear me? Professor! Wait, that's who we were supposed to be meeting with? It looks like our meeting's been canceled for us. No way! This can't be real! Well, heck. I called the police. They should be here soon. I'll go tell everyone in the lecture hall too. No, wait. They'll find out soon enough once the police get here. Let's do our crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here. Huh? Are we even allowed to do that? It's no big deal as long as we leave it exactly as like we found it. Plus, no, never mind. Anyway, we should look around while the scene's still fresh. But, okay, you're the boss. Why is the music like this? Any ideas? In addition to checking the body, we should also check the area around it. But we don't have much time. Check only what you can. Nervous, Athena? Yes, and we know. I can't let him show me up. I can do this. Just take a deep breath and focus. So, Professor Court was... Yep, the professor I was here to meet with. Turns out she wasn't running late after all. How awful. Here she was lying dead and we thought she was late. What was that you were saying before, boss? You never finished? Don't worry, I'll fill you in later. But right now, let's focus on the investigation, okay? Okay, sure. Suspense is killing me, not me. Alright, let's examine. Alright, this is how I do things. I forgot. It's been a hot minute. What can I... Let's look at the body first, obviously. Oh, I guess I really do have to examine the body. Well, I guess I'd better get used to stuff like this if I want to be a full-fledged lawyer. Alright, wound. Ugh, there's an arrow stuck in her side. Gunshot wounds and stab wounds are pretty common, but arrow wounds? This is a homicide any way you slice it. In other words, we have a murder on our hands. A murder? Here? So that makes this arrow the murder weapon. Well, that and the bow that shot it. Right, but where could the killer have shot her from? The stage is a sea of obstructions. I'm no expert in archery, but it can't be easy to hit a target with this much stuff around. Would it be possible to kill someone by stabbing them with an arrow? I'm not sure. Guess we better do some more investigating before we jump to conclusions. Her hands. Notice anything strange about the body? Take a deep breath and then take a good look. Well, now that you mentioned it, there's no blood around it. Yet the victim's body is cold and rigor mortis has already started to dissipate. Rigor mortis has already started to dissipate? Dissipate does mean disappear, right? Hold on. Yet the victim's body is cold and rigor mortis has already started to dissipate. Hold on, I have to Google the word dissipate. D-I-S-S, I can't spell. D-I-S-S-I, dissipate. Yeah, disappear. There it is, yeah. Rigor mortis has started to disappear. That shouldn't be right. It should be rigor mortis has begun to set in. Not me fixing vocab on the fly. It would appear that quite some time has passed since Professor Court was murdered. Thing is, the quad was packed with students up until the start of the mock trial. Wait, then doesn't that mean she was killed at a different location? Oh, I know! The killer moved the body here while everyone was in the lecture hall. That's a definite possibility. Notice anything else? Her arms are raised over her head and there are dark bruises around her wrists. Yeah, the professor was probably tied up with something. Eventually her wrists were unbound, and as she reached up to stretch, she was killed. No! Athena, honey, her body was dangled. Actually, I'm not so sure about this theory. Oh, well, there's not exactly a lot to go on. What's this book? Yoink. What do we have here? A book. I'm guessing it fell out of her chest pocket. Wait, what if it's her diary? That's the most private thing a girl has. That doesn't matter here, Athena. She's dead. True, but considering the situation at hand, my apologies to the late Professor Court. No, don't! Athena, come on. Oh, it's a planner. Yeah. Looks more like a planner than a diary. Every page seems to have the same sword mark printed on it at that. I still think a girl deserves her privacy, but this may help us solve the case. Nice. Alright, cool. I think that's it for the body. There are other things over there. Like, there's something behind the prosecutor's thing. Your face only turned 5 shades of pale. I was expecting 50. Mr. Wright. How could you do us dirty like this? Say cheese, Athena! Cheese? And I thought I was the one with the twisted sense of humor. I think that should do it. Athena! Alright, let's take a better look at the area while we wait for the police to arrive. Yeah, I was going to do that. This pile of rubble sticks out like a sore thumb. It's like a broken pottery or plaster. Maybe this is the source of that noise we heard. There were supposedly 2 statues on the stage. I seem to recall hearing that a co-ed from the Fine Art Club had made them. There were 2? Then that thing over there is the remains of the other statue? This could be related to the case. Let's take a closer look. Yoink. Something buried in the rubble. The theme is Herald? Wait, we shouldn't disturb it. Let's just read what we can. Ooh. Juniper is on it. Final act in Toward Love Triangle centered on campus she-devil Juniper Woods. I'm sorry, you're calling Juniper a she-devil? Act in Toward Love Triangle centered on campus she-devil Juniper Woods. Level-headed lawyer course genius and hot-blooded prosecutor course student will go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the she-devil's black heart. Oh my god! Hugh O'Connor has declared that he will confess to her if he wins. Hugh O'Connor? Wait, what? I seriously wish I hadn't read that. You find that more shocking than discovering a murder victim's body? But we're talking about my friend Junie here. She'd never lead guys on like that. Athena, you don't believe everything you read, do you? This article is clearly written with malicious intent. I'm not buying a word of it. You're right, but it's still disturbing, even if it's a third-rate tabloid material. Gosh. Junie in a love triangle? I find that hard to believe. Junie being called a she-devil, especially. Wow. Hey, wait a minute. Who is this? Clearly this is a statue of a person, but I can't tell who it is. But that... Hold on. Do you see what I'm trying to circle right now? That, the way the shirt is parted and the belt, it doesn't scream Edgeworth. I could be wrong, but this is not Edgeworth. It reminds me of... What's his name? One of my favorite prosecutors. Clavier Gavin. Wonder what this was a statue of. Whatever it is, it was reddish purple in color. When Apollo and I first got here, both statues were already here, but they were covered up. I bet they were waiting to unveil them when the school festival moved here to the stage. You mean this duffel bag looking thing was actually being used to cover the statues? I guess that just leaves the question, were they broken by accident or on purpose? What a puzzle this is. Mr. Wright! Athena! Oh, here comes Apollo. I've never seen anyone move so fast. Listen, something big's happened. I was at the mock trial when the police announced the body had been found on campus. That's right, and we're the ones who phoned it in. We found Professor Court dead behind the witness stand over there. What? Can you show me? Here's a picture. Athena said say cheese. What the? You've already had a quick look at the body. It's definitely a homicide. Once the police get here. No, I know it's a homicide. I'm shocked because it's the same. Exactly the same. The same as what? Oh, as the mock trial case? Oh, there, Apollo. Take a deep breath and explain what you mean. Oh my god, the music. It's the same. The body, that is. Just like how it was in the mock trial. What? It's like the mock trial? I know, it sounds crazy, but the body's location and position, the murder weapon, the lack of pooling blood. It's all exactly like the mock trial. Oh, wow. You're kidding, right? It can't really all be the same, can it? Oh, there's the police. The whole school's in an uproar, and there won't be any more classes today. A murder on campus is the last thing I expected at a legal academy. I'll go tell Professor Means what we observed when we discovered the body. You two wait here until we've spoken with the police. Yes, boss. I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe we have to wait around here. I can't stay still at times like these. I hope Junie hasn't fainted from the shock of this whole thing. Athena, there you are. Junie, am I glad to see you? I was worried that... Don't worry about me. I'm student council president after all. Juniper! Oh my goodness, girl! Heck yeah! I need to be strong. Student council president? Wow, I'm impressed. She's really changed. She used to be kind of sickly and shy. Juniper, was it? You mind if we ask you a few questions? Yeah, we're stuck here waiting for the police, and there's really not much to do. Sure, what would you like to know? I haven't seen you in ages, Junie. What's it been, 7 years or so? Yes, and I remember you were always there for me, Athena. Maybe it's just me, but I wanted to ask why you seem so distant. Remember how you used to call me Athena? I liked it better that way. It felt like we were sisters, you know? Yes, but I'm student council president now. As the student representative of Themis Legal Academy, I have to act properly. But Junie, we're besties. She was never this stiff and formal before. I knew you wanted to be a judge, but I didn't expect this. Junie wanted to be a judge? Ah! It's such a prestigious school, and you're in the judge course to boot. Yes, and Professor Court had been in charge of it until, well, you know. Oh, right. Professor Court was the professor in charge of Junie's course. What sort of teacher was Professor Court? If I had to sum her up in a single word, I'd say she was amazing. A judge must always seek the truth. That was her mantra, and she used it in trying to fix what was wrong with our school. She was a beacon of hope in this dark age of the law. What's wrong with your school? What did you mean by that? Oh, nothing. Never mind. Am I imagining things, or did I just detect something in Junie's voice? Professor Court chose my script for the mock trial. Oh, it's your script. Oh, you mean all of the students in the judge course had to submit a script? And yours was the one she selected? Wow, that's amazing, Junie. Oh, thank you. But now Professor Court is... Who would do such a thing? Just yesterday we were working together, trying to get things ready. Excuse me. There it is. Are you alright, Junie? Maybe you should take it easy for a while. So she still got that cough. Guess she's not as strong as she pretends to be. Why do you need a script in a showdown between a lawyer and a prosecutor? Well, we were simulating a trial, so we needed a script as a framework. All the details about the incident and the people involved are included in the script. We also prepared a crime scene, photos, a murder weapon, and other kinds of evidence. Wow, you guys think of everything. Must be hard getting all that ready. Yes, well, it was only Professor Court and I. After all, we didn't want the script or other elements of the mock trial to get leaked. We were the only ones in the entire school who knew all of the details. Must have been a big pain in the... that must have been really difficult. Just say ass, Athena, it's okay. I wrote the script so that the case could go either way. That way, the defense and the prosecution both had an equal chance of winning. If you think that's all she's capable of, you've got another thing coming. Huh? Who said that? Well, ain't you mad? Oh, you have a smug look on you. What's that sound? Is that the shaking guy? Is he revving up like an engine? Juniper's genius doesn't stop at her brilliant script. Hey, you're the two guys who are into her. Oh, gosh. She gave an award-winning performance as defendant, man. Gosh. You are intense. I think I found a rival to my cords of steel. Hugh, Robin, are you going to introduce yourselves to our guests? As student council president, I won't have you treating them rudely. You're right. I heard Mr. Wright was bringing a couple of guests with him. I don't like the smug look you have on your face. That would be you two? Apollo Justice and Athena Sykes? Yep, I'm Athena Sykes. And I'm Apollo Justice. Nice to meet you. I'll pass on the handshake. Wow, rude. I'm studying to be a lawyer. The name is Hugh O'Connor. I wish everyone can see the look on my face right now. But, I'm cringing so hard. But some people call me Mr. Perfect because I never score less than 100% on tests. Nerd. Most pretentious introduction ever. And what's with his hand? Is it glued to the side of his pocket or what? Yeesh. Let me be the first to apologize for Hugh's totally rude introduction. Sorry. Now here's my intro. I'm Robin Newman. I'm studying to be a prosecutor, like the really cool kind that nails the bad guys. Is that a plate? Oh, wow. His face when he's examining the plate. It's so terrifying. Oh, goodness, don't break it. No! Where's the sincerity? So he makes pottery too? And what's that brace-like contraption for? Junie sure has made some unusual friends. These two were the lawyer and prosecutor in today's mock trial. And even though I wrote the script, I also played the part of the defendants. Oh, so this news tabloid is definitely not to be trusted. It's just a mock trial. Not for her heart. Wait, these two were the guys who supposedly have a thing for Junie? You know what? Juniper, come on. It rolls way beyond just that. That's right! The mock trial's just to start. She's also in the school festival's main event. Live on stage, Juniper Woods! And the crowd goes bananas! Wow! I'm supposed to sing at the school festival. Oh, Junie! All of the other girls were too embarrassed to try out, so... My Junie singing? On stage in front of people? Oh, she really has changed. Aw, Junie! was responsible for making everyone's stage costumes. Oh, oh, what's her name? I forgot. It's I forgot her name. It's Apollo's mom. It's her. I forgot her name. No. And this is what I'll be wearing. That's amazing, Junie. But then again, you were always good at that kind of thing. These constellations in particular are really something. Oh, thank you. One of my favorite things to do is look up at the stars in the middle of the forest. Huh, so you're a fan of the night sky then? La Mirar! I got it. Her name is La Mirar. Wow, Apollo. Didn't know you were such a romantic. It's not like that. I have this friend, he and I go way back, who got me really interested in space. Who? Who got him interested in space? Dang. Wait, you had friends when you were young? Ouch. Color me surprised. Athena, that's not nice. As student council president, I cannot allow such a mean-spirited teasing to continue. Eep. I think she's angry. Heck yeah. The costumes are no problem, but as for singing, I'm not sure Oh gosh. No! You can do it! That's right, and anyone who says otherwise will have to answer to me. I feel like their personality is not exactly... Their personalities are like not the same as like the previous attorneys and prosecutors we've found so far. Usually it's the defense attorneys that are so boisterous, for lack of a better word. Maybe that Themis Herald article wasn't too far from the truth. Speaking of the latest news, I wonder how the mock trial turned out. So who won? So, how did the mock trial end? We were just about to reach a verdict when the police arrived. Now we'll never know how it would have turned out. I guess that's what happens when there's a real murder during a fake murder trial. It ended right before the verdict? Talk about bad timing. My gosh, can Robin stop being so tense? I feel like his tension is contagious. I was this close, man. I bet I would have won. Yeah, no, I feel like Robin should have been a defense attorney instead, just going by personality. But I bet the defense wasn't doing too badly either, right? Oh. We'll settle this another time. And I assure you, I will win when that time comes. Nerd! Like I'm gonna let that happen? I don't think so! Robin, please. I'm very scared. I hope they don't end up hurting each other. Oh, don't worry. The three of us have been good friends since we enrolled here. We even have proof of our friendship. Aww! Proof of friendship! Proof? Like physical evidence proof? Yes. We're studying for a career in law, and in the legal world, and in the I can't read. And in the legal world, evidence is everything. Yeah! As long as our friendship lasts, you can bet we'll be carrying them around. Ah, the famed Themis Legal Academy ingenuity at work. So, what exactly is this proof of friendship anyways? Well, it's a secret, and if I show you, it would be bad luck. Oh, okay. Anyway, there's definitely some discord in Junie's voice. Ooh. Gosh. Our friendship is sacred and inviolable. It's not something to be put cheaply on display. It's friendship. What are you talking about? You're talking about a friendship like you're talking about a secret cult. Calm down. Proof? We don't need no stinking proof. Us three are friends forever. I need you to calm down, both of you. I can hear discord in their voices too. But they're talking about their friendship. What's going on here? Something wrong, Athena? No, it's nothing. Oh, alright then. Hey, isn't that... Everyone stay right where you are. Don't even move a muscle. Oh my god. Subtle. It's not even that subtle. Detective Fulbright, is something wrong? Why, if it isn't my little lawyer friends. Sorry, but the small talk will have to wait. Juniper Woods, you're under arrest for the murder of Constance Court. Yep, there it is. I'm what? Wait a second, what's going on here? Why are you arresting Junie? Please, Detective Fulbright, we're involved in this case too. Aha! So you're the lawyer the dispatch said were first on scene. Actually, no, it was me, Athena. Can't tell you everything, but I will say this. There are two major reasons for her arrest. Number one, the suspect led somebody to where the body was. What? I didn't. And number two, the crime scene is exactly how the suspect portrayed it in her script. But you can't arrest her on just those grounds. True, but there's more. Then why did you say two? However, Prosecutor Blackquill, I don't want to say Blackquill, specifically told me to say no more than that. So Blackquill's the prosecuting attorney on this one too. Detective Fulbright, we found this in the suspect's pocket. Oh, an ice pick. What? There's blood on this. That's evidence we made for the mock trial. A mock trial? Never heard of such a thing, but it sounds fishy to me. Real fishy. You're in a legal academy, Detective Fulbright. Come on. Keep up. Now, if you would, officers. Yes, sir. But... Junie, have to do something. I can't let them take her away like this. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do. Oh, gosh.
Hold it!
She held it.
Hold it! I refuse to believe that she's the killer! Junie! I've decided. I'm going to defend you. I'll fight with everything I've got.
Junie!
Junie, it's good to hear you say that name again.
Hate to interrupt your bonding time, but... Aren't you rather new to all this? You're barely even a lawyer. He's not a jerk, he's just dense, to be honest. Like, he doesn't mean to be mean. How do I say this? Yelurus bindol, you know what I mean? Well, I don't have much experience and I may need Apollo and Mr. Wright. Oh, wrong voice. Well, I don't have much experience and I may need Apollo and Mr. Wright's help at times. But nobody believes in Junie as much as I do. I'll help you too, Juniper. There's no way you murdered your professor. Athena. Apollo. Thank you both. I'm counting on you. You've got your back, Junie. Guess things worked out after all. Now that you have your lawyers, Miss Woods, it's time for us to head back to the station. Gosh. I can't believe Junie's been arrested for murder. And I can't believe I accepted her case without asking Mr. Wright. Oh, screw Mr. Wright. Take a deep breath and relax, Athena. I'm here to help with whatever you need. So let's get right on the case. Right. I won't have this case left in the hands of rank amateurs. Excuse you, you're still in school. Have you passed your bar yet? I don't think so. If anyone's going to solve this case, it'll be me. Time to investigate. Ugh, look at Mr. Smugs O'Connor over there. Hey, that smug little... He hasn't even finished law school. Yo! That was totally rude. And you're not the only one on the case, man. I'm in too. Big time. imagine. Off he goes. Now that those two are gone, let's get back to what I was talking about in front of the stage. About the mock trial, that is. Oh, right. You said the victim's location, position, and so on were just like in the script. Exactly. But without the script or any props, it's kind of hard to explain. Perhaps I could help. Oh my god! Gavin! Ah! It is him! Prosecutor Gavin! What are you doing here? I knew it! His shirt triangle gap thing gave him away! You two seem to know each other. Oh, I miss him so much. Is someone going to introduce me? Why, I do believe you have a fresh face here. Greetings, Fraulein. I'm Clavier Gavin. Some know me as a prosecutor, but I'm most famous for my former rock band. You were quite popular, you know, but regrettably the band went kaput. He's so cool! I'm so wet! This is embarrassing! Perhaps you've heard of us, the Gaviners. I was the lead vocalist. Never heard of your band. Then again, I was out of the country till only recently. But, can I get your autograph? Yes! You just met him like 3 seconds ago and you want his autograph? Why not? Why does he look like a character in Final Fantasy? No, he doesn't. Wait. Does he? No, he doesn't. Forgive me, Harleen, but I've retired from the music biz. But I'd be happy to offer my autograph as a rock star prosecutor, Clavier Gavin. Oh, okay. That one then. She's a lively one, eh, forehead? Didn't know she was your type. She's the newest member of Write Anything Agency, that's all. Nice to meet you. I'm Athena Sykes. A pleasure to meet you too, Athena Sykes. Now that the intros are out of the way, I'm sure you have some questions for me, yeah, forehead? Oh, he's so cool. He's so cool! His hairstyle looks like Cloud? No, it doesn't. Cloud's hairstyle is spikier than this, isn't it? So what are you doing here, Prosecutor Gavin? I'm here for the same reason as your boss, to give a lecture in the training seminar. So he's the famous prosecutor they invited. I was expecting Edgeworth though. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm excited Clavier's here, but I was kind of hoping for Edgeworth. And I have another crucial role to play. The Gaviners are getting back together for a one-time special performance. Oh, nice. Even though you guys disbanded? Which was a shame, by the way, really. Yeah, I know how much you adored our music, forehead. Anyway, I studied abroad in Germany to get my badge early, but I did graduate from here. Wait, so that performance Junie mentioned. I see you've already heard about that. One student representative was selected to sing with us on stage. And the stage was supposed to look like this tomorrow. Ooh, noise. Is that Phoenix, right? With the hand. 2 big banners and a pair of wicked statues. This is just an illustration, but it's not half bad. Wicked statues? Wait, these are supposed to be you and Mr. Right? Bingo, Pauline. And they were so big and magnificent too. What a terrible waste. But the worst part of this whole thing is my long-awaited reunion with my mentor never came to pass. Wait, don't tell me your mentor was Professor Court. She was the one who taught me how to think about the law. Ah. So Constance Court was your professor here at the academy. She may have taught the judge course, but she had a huge impact on me. She was fond of the saying, the end is only justified through proper means. She wouldn't tolerate dishonesty and always revered what was right beyond all else. I can feel Prosecutor Gavin's sadness. Oh no, I think I'm gonna cry. Athena, are you tearing up? Though I can't blame you. Prosecutor Gavin owes a lot of who he is to Professor Court. Exactly. So as you can see, we are both joined in purpose, so to speak, yeah? Now, let's rock this place hard. Yeah! Huh? I don't follow. Let's rock what? Oh, come on, Apollo. It's just a figure of speech. Forget already, Forehead. I said I'd help you explain the mock trial. We are going to reprise it right here in the lecture hall. It might help us catch our killer. Snaps. Oh. Awesome. Right. The stage is ready. And you, Forehead, ready to rock? No. The defense is not ready to rock. You saw the actual mock trial earlier, right? Just relax, you'll do fine. Besides, we have the script right here. Junie's masterpiece? The one everyone's been talking about? Yeah, and there's only one in existence. I borrowed it, if you will. Now, Fraulein, we'll need you to play the part of defendant and judge as per the script. Okay, got it. I've only read the case outline so far. I don't know how it actually turns out, so I'll treat it like I'm prosecuting a real case. You, Forehead, will play the part of a fledgling lawyer, a role you were born to play. Clavier, that's not nice. All the evidence is also here with us. We have everything we need to reprise the mock trial. Très bien. Let's get started. Freaking French. Defendant/judge Athena Sykes is psyched and ready to rock. Court is now in session for our reenactment of the mock trial. Or what I'd like to call the mock trial. I love Athena so much. Yeah, a double mockery perhaps, but a trial is still a trial. Act 2, baby. I can't read. It's no holds barred. Let's rock. Mock squared. Mock times 2, even. Aw, can't we take it easy today? Oh. It may just be a mock of a mock, but there's only one way to compete. You play to win. So remember, each time I catch you slacking off, I'm holding you in contempt of court. Athena, you're having a bit too much fun. Great. A judge that voices her own objections and abuses her judicial powers. Wow, the audio is awful. I can't press buttons. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Summary of the facts. And now then, Prosecutor Gavin, your opening statement, if you please. You got it, Fraulein Judge. Our case is set in a school very much like this one. The victim, a professor, female. The defendant, an archery club member, also female. Oh me, oh my. I'm innocent. Innocent, I tell you. I love Athena so much. That's some seriously bad acting, Fraulein. Oh, Clavier, come on. Cut her some slack. She's not an actress. Anyway, the victim's body was discovered in the middle of the quad. That looks exactly the same. Well, almost. Here's a shot of the crime scene. Ironically, it was Professor Court who posed as the corpse. Forehead, how did the mock trial participants react to this photo? Mr. Newman was surprised by what Prof. Court was wearing. He reacted with, oh, the green sweatsuit. That's not exactly what I would pick to focus on, but so why would he care about that? Ah, too much of a fledgling to know what's important in that one. In any case, the Family Guy post. I don't know what you're talking about. What is the Family Guy post? You're gonna have to explain to me that one later when I'm done. Both in the mock trial and the actual case, Professor Court was wearing a sweatsuit. Moving right along.
Hold it!
Oh. Hey, wait a sec. The body was discovered in the same area as the mock case, although there was a stage. Plus, the murder weapon and arrow and the lack of blood are also the same. That's right, and therein lies the significance of this mock trial. So let's keep being rocking it hard, just like that. Before the crime occurred, the defendant was to meet with the victim in the quad. Let's see here. When I arrived at her meeting place, I found the professor with an arrow in her stomach. But it wasn't me. I didn't kill her. You don't have to ham it up like that, Athena. Yes, she does. It's called getting into character, forehead. Don't be such a wet blanket. You tell him. Right. Let's see. Oh yeah. Then Hugh said, a frail co-ed used her bare hands to stab her professor with an arrow? I don't think so. At the time of the murder, a male student was seen holding a bow in the archery club room, which has a clear view of the quad. He shot the arrow into the victim before my client even got there. Nice pointing pose. 9-9 forehead. That faint swagger does not suit you in the least. Order! 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 Especially you, Mr. Justice. Me? But I was just trying to get into it like Mr. Euro Rocker said. So, the victim was shot from the archery club room before the meeting even took place. Hence, the defendant could not be the killer. That seems to be the defense's assertion. Prosecutor Gavin, do you have any objections? The autopsy report notes that the edges of the victim's wound were unusually ragged. Could such physical trauma possibly result from an arrow shot from a bow? 9. I believe the victim was impaled with the arrow by hand. Post-mortem. In short, the real murder weapon was not the arrow at all. When Robin was prosecutor, he had a tough time determining the real murder weapon. Well, he's just a student, a warm-up act, while I am the real deal, the headliner, so to speak. The true murder weapon was most likely the awl that was left in the art room. Oh, I thought that was an ice pick. An awl? What's that? An awl, you say? What might that be? An awl, if I'm not mistaken, is like, it's definitely an art tool, obviously, because it belongs in the art room. Gosh, I forgot what it does, but I think it fixes something. It's a kind of tool used for poking holes in paper with an... Yeah, there it is. It's kind of like an ice pick. I have a photo of it here if you're interested. See, it is like an ice pick. So I'm not wrong to assume it was an ice pick at first. Gross, it's all bloody up to the handle. Please tell me it's just paint. Most likely, Colleen. Pretty realistic, yeah? Let's pretend it's real blood for now. The defendant's prints were lifted from the murder weapon. Furthermore, traces of the victim's blood were discovered in the art room. That's where I believe the murder actually took place. So the question now is, how did the body get from the art room to the stage? The murder took place in the third floor art room, but the body was found in the quad. And must have been quite a chore moving the body all that way. Not at all. There's a maintenance area and storehouse right outside the art room, and a cart used to carry balls around was found there. Oh, I think I've seen one of those before, but that's a pretty big one. A jumbo, yeah? And big enough to fit a person, or a body in it. The defendant dropped the body from the art room window, then moved it with a cart. Notice how a high school girl could easily move a body all by herself. You don't say!
Objection!
She's acting like the real judge. A body dropped from 3 stories up which show signs of massive blunt force trauma.
Objection!
That may be true, but you fail to account for the large high jump mat in the storehouse. A body dropped onto such a mat would show no signs of blunt force trauma. Yikes. It's almost scary how similar this whole case is to the mock trial proceedings. Quite the crafty killer, in an attempt to cast suspicion on the archery club. They moved the body to the quad where it would be an easy shot from the club room, and the killer faked the murder weapon by inserting an arrow into the all-stab wound. Sounds like he has only high praise with Junie's script. Were there any further arguments from the defense? Nope. It seemed like the teacher who was playing the judge was satisfied, too. Time for the finale, then. Your verdict, if you please, Fraulein Judge. Oh, I have to decide? I don't know. It really is 50-50, to be honest. Show masters are going to force trauma. Oh, but that last point about the mat preventing signs of blunt force trauma does bring the case in favor of the prosecution. So, to be honest, at this point, I would judge the defendant guilty. Wait a second. Even if this is just a mock trial of a mock trial, I don't want to declare Junie guilty. Yeah, perhaps that's not such a good idea. Let's end our mock trial here. Besides, it's about time I get back to my investigation. Thanks, you two. That little run through the mock trial cleared up quite a few things. Wouldn't there be at least something to show that she fell on the mat? Something to show that she fell on the mat. No, it's just that, what's the word? It's because the person took like the ball cart from the sports, I guess like the sports area. Then obviously in the sports area there would also be a high jump mat. So like regardless of whether or not there's something to show it, the fact that the body was found on the quad highly suggests that like when it drops it fell on the mat. Like the likelihood is very high, you know what I mean? The prosecution's already got a witness sized up too. That was quick. Prosecutor Blackwell's almost too good. You're sure in a helpful mood today, Prosecutor Gavin. Oh, probably because he's not fighting us. Well, like I said, I just want to catch whoever killed Professor Court. And there's no reason for me to start butting heads with you two, thank God. Anyway, I will say goodbye, as I'm sure I'll be seeing you later. Bye, Prosecutor Gavin. See you later. I always thought prosecutors were all a rather scary bunch. Well, he was scary. Was he? No, I think he's the least scary prosecutor I've ever seen. Unless you count Robin, if he ever becomes a prosecutor, then he'd be the most not scary prosecutor I've ever met. Dude, just look at Edgeworth. Edgeworth is designed to be mean. He's designed to look mean. He's not actually mean. He's a little mean. But he mostly just looks mean. But Prosecutor Gavin seems pretty nice. Yeah, he's not so bad as prosecutors go. In fact, Prosecutor Gavin, I'm pretty sure he's the friendliest prosecutor, right? Yeah. We should get back to investigating too. We don't have nearly enough information yet. And we also have to tell Mr. Wright that we accepted Junie's case. Right. His sister? Oh, his sister is the meanest. But I love her. I love Francisca. Francisca is one of my favorite prosecutors. She's so cool, but she's also so nice, especially to kids. I remember I played, was it the third or second game? I think it was the third game. Where Phoenix was investigating like an area with Francisca, and they were trying to find Pearls, Maya's cousin. And then like usually with everyone she's so mean, but then with Pearl she's like, "Hey little kid, are you okay?" Like she's so nice actually. Right, looks like we have our work cut out for us. Any ideas for investigation? Hold on. What do we have to do? Court record, notes. We aren't much help. Search the campus, find witnesses. Okay. Move. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, I can't. Oh man. I wanted to investigate the area, like this area, but I guess I can't. Hallway. Ah, Mr. Wright. Oh, he mad. Yeah, they arrested Juniper. That sucks. Yeah, Detective Fulbright just took her in. I refuse to believe that one of our students is capable of murder. You'd be surprised. Not that I'm saying that Juniper is guilty, but, like, it's true, you would be surprised. You must prove her innocent by any means necessary. The end justifies the means. What do you mean, the end justifies the means? I, Professor Means, always say what I mean. And I mean what I say by all... Oh, gosh. There's too many means in one sentence. Put them back. Here at our esteemed academy, we train our students to produce meaningful results. I don't like the implication of that. You believe in Juniper's innocence, do you not? Of course I do. Judy wouldn't even hurt a fly. Oh. That smile is suspicious. Precisely. We have justice on our side. The only other thing we need are results. Hey, that's fishy. It is the height of folly to endanger your client by failing to pursue all means possible. Sure, I want to prove her innocence, but I don't like the sound of that the end justifies the means part. You don't say. That's usually an evil phrase. Well, you are still young and idealistic. It's no wonder you fail to see the wisdom therein. I don't know, dude. There is but one thing to do now. I must personally take up Juniper's defense. Ah, sorry about that one. I already took it. You're going to take her case, Professor Means? I may be a professor, but I am still licensed to practice law. In fact, I have even battled Professor Court in court. No kidding. So you guys are rivals or something? No, nothing of the sort. She was an esteemed colleague at the academy and in court. You see, both Professor Court and I graduated from this academy at the top of our class. Wow, I bet they both used to really bring it in. Bring it. Now, if you excuse me, I'd best go discuss the case with Juniper. Professor Mees, please wait. I didn't want to say anything, but Paul and I already agreed to take her case. It's true. Juniper is counting on us to prove her innocence. Really now? You two? And when were you planning on telling me? Must the professor's name be puns? It's not just the professor. It's literally everyone in this whole game franchise thing. Like, honestly, the puns in the first trilogy were even funnier. Sorry, boss. I know we should have asked first, but... Relax. Your friend was just hauled away in front of your eyes. Sometimes you just have to make snap decisions, and I think you made the right one. This man is not delighted. How wonderful. Very well, Athena Sykes, let me ask you just one thing. As a lawyer, what is it that you treasure beyond all else? Whoa. Whoa, intense questions, whoa. Ha! It's an easy one, Professor. Seeking justice from my clients. What a wonderful answer. Juniper must be overjoyed to have a friend such as you. As a professor, I too shall do whatever I may to help her. And if you decide to take the end justifies the means strategy, come see me at once. Oh, that's ominous and I don't like it. Let's hope it never comes to that. Now, if you would excuse me. Bye. And don't come back, please. Well, time's a-wasting. You better start investigating and fast. But first, how about I tell you everything I know so far? Yes, please. Have you learned anything new about the case? Actually, I ran into Prosecutor Gavin. He told me something interesting. He's so creepy and suspicious. Yeah, exactly. Especially his smile. I could see his whole teeth. With gums, too. That's terrifying. The way his lips, like, stretch on his model, terrifying. Actually, I ran into Prosecutor Gavin, and he told me something interesting. Seems the murder took place in the art room. There's traces of a large pool of blood there. So the police believe the body was moved from there to the stage. What? Really? Just like the mock trial again. The police are searching the art room, but whether they'll find anything, well, what? Come to think of it. Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here. Oh yeah, so now there's a lot of people there, huh? Now where was I again? But there's really no need to talk about it right here, right now. I want you two to find out for yourselves. Alright. So, were you shocked by your conversation with Professor Means? Oh, I guess so. Actually, that was pretty shocking. The dark age of the law. I'm sure you've heard those words before. Sure, a number of times. Prosecutors file false charges and lawyers fight back by fabricating evidence. Gosh, that's awful. There's a lot of that going around these days. But the question is, how is it related to the case at hand? Training students to produce results. That is the school's policy. That's awful. Well, that in and of itself isn't a bad thing. Right. As long as those results come by fair and honest means. Oh, but what was it that Professor Means said? The end justifies the means? That is not good, y'all. Oh, terrifying. The sky is red. To survive the dark age of the law, you must use any means necessary. Fabrication of evidence and false charges are unavoidable in the quest for results. That's what they're preaching here at Themis Legal Academy. But what will happen to our legal system if results are all that matter anymore? Relax, it's just a rumor. I take it with a grain of salt if I were you. No, I think I take it with at least a tablespoon of salt, because that smile on Professor Means' face is terrifying. And suspicious. Oh, that's a relief. I had me going there for a minute. No, I think you should go there. Like, go, follow that train of thought. I think it means something. No pun intended. Wait a second, what if Mr. Wright examined the victim's body for a reason? Maybe he was worried someone might actually tamper with the evidence, hence the photo. He's never done that before. I think that about wraps up what I know so far. The fact that this case closely resembles Miss Wood's script is obviously important. Knowing that, you should probably try and identify what's the same and what's different. Okay, I'll try talking to as many people as I can on campus. Awesome. Let's move to the outdoor stage, maybe? Is anyone here? I thought the area was cordoned off. Hey, the police are discussing something over there. Ooh, I know. I'll just quietly sneak over for a listen. Here goes. Athena, watch where you're... Oh, it's a box. This side up. That's the wrong side. Ouch! Who put the stupid box here? Wait. Oh, Apollo, this box. There's what? What's in there? There's someone or something inside. Don't let it be a snake! It's probably a person. Oh, it's a Solid Snake reference. Okay. Oh goodness me, who are you? You morons. You morons. Hold on, it sounds like... You morons just blew my cover. What the... There really is someone inside. That someone is me, Miriam Scuttlebutt. Why... If you're going to introduce your name like that, Miss Scuttlebutt, you may as well take the box off. Please. And I'm a senior in the judge course. What's with the box? is the fate of we who live in the shadows. There's a very good reason why none may see my face by the light of day. Wait, if you're taking the judge course, did you write a mock trial script too? You really want to see my script that bad? Well, you better watch out. Read it without my permission, and you'll wish you hadn't. Who cares? I'm sure it was rejected for a good reason. Oh, so you're studying to be a judge too? You must be classmates with Juniper. Are you a friend of hers? Juniper? Sure, she's my friend. That's why I'm gathering info. Now, tell me all you know. You know, for tomorrow's trial. For tomorrow's trial? What are you talking about? I'm going to take the stand naturally. So the witness for the prosecution is some weirdo in a cardboard box? This disguises how I get my scoops. Oh no, the box is wet. But you're right. It's me. So tell me everything you know for Juniper's sake. Wait a second, Miriam. Repeat what you just said. A lawyer with brains as bad as his ears. Poor Juniper. I'm taking the stand tomorrow. Tell me everything you know for Juniper's sake. Clear enough for you this time? Uh-oh. I thought so. Athena, my bracelet's reacting. Really? That means a lie already? That was quick. Whee! Magic bracelet time. Oh, I have to move it. Hold on, hands. I think it's going to twitch on for Juniper's sake. Everything you know. Perceive! There it is. Gotcha! That's strange. You suddenly tightened your grip when you said, for Juniper's sake. It's like you subconsciously tensed up because you're lying. She's punching the box. What are you talking about? When did I ever lie? Okay, then let me ask you this. Why were you selected as a witness? That's an easy one. I'm the editor-in-chief of the Themis Herald. Ah, there it is. I know everything there is to know around campus, even the darkest of secrets. Editor-in-chief, huh? Pretty impressive. Yeah, well, it's a lonely one-woman operation. I do it all by myself, from reporting to editing to publishing. Still impressed? Actually, yeah. It's hard being a one-woman show, you know? I'm the perfect storm of journalism because I bring it all to the table. And this is the evidence. Here! Oh, hello. An extra edition of the Themis Herald, published to coincide with the mock trial. Cool, thanks. Thanks, Miriam. You revealed who you truly are. As someone who's never had Junie's best interest in mind. A snake! Yeah. Look, you may want answers, but no can do. Because what we're saying conflicts with this piece of evidence. With what? Do it for Juniper. Oh. Oh no, it's definitely this one. If this person cared about Junie, she wouldn't have written this.
Take that!
What about it? Are you really that dense? This article is full of malicious lies about Junie. It's definitely not something a true friend of hers would write. You got it all wrong. Another staff member wrote that one. I don't think so, Miriam. You even said it yourself just a moment ago. It's a one-woman operation? Or did you forget already? If you'd just given me the info you have! Stupid pawn! Juniper's just using you! Whoa! Now I want the truth, Miriam. You hide in your box in order to collect gossip for your sleazy paper, isn't that right? You're not really friends with Juniper, are you? No duh, she's the target of my scoops, and my readers demand dirt. Extra, extra, the dirty little secret of the squeaky clean student council president. She's clean. Dirty little secret. Alright, what are you planning to say in court, huh? I'm a witness to her parvati crime. I'm going to tell it all in a shocking expose. The end justifies the means. That's my brand of tell-all journalism. That's not good. Wow, that is awful. Okay. The end justifies the means. Wait a second. In this dark age of law, many of us embrace Professor Beam's methods, even future judges. I've even adopted an end justifies the means brand of journalism, which includes tape recorders secretly hidden all over our campus, secretly recording every last word without anyone being any the wiser. Wow, that is awful. Doesn't she realize that's totally illegal? And one of them was at the scene of the crime, the art room. Oh, awesome. Cool, anyways. You put a tape recorder in the art room? What did it record? You want to know? You really want to know? Oh gosh. Yes, please. That's so nice of you to... I thought so. Like I'd really tell you now. The big scoop comes out in court tomorrow. You're so mean, Miriam. According to my evidence, a fatal fissure had opened between the three of them. Who? Junie, Hugh, and Robin? And what do you mean by fatal fissure? Juniper, Hugh, and Robin used to be the best of friends. Used to be? They still seem to get along fine to me. I did sense some discord, though. You don't know anything. Prof Means has his followers and Prof Court had hers. Their influence is inescapable. Are you implying that one of them adheres to that extreme idea you and Professor Means have? But why would anyone follow that philosophy? I can't read. How could you possibly understand? You're new around here. Miriam, wouldn't you feel better if you came out of the dark and into the light? I can see fine in here. You'll be the one seeing the light in court tomorrow. Then you'll realize how guilty Juniper really is. Ugh. We're going to have to cross-examine her tomorrow, but I don't know where to start. Well, let's at least take care of whatever we can today. You're right. Let's see what else we can find out. Are we gonna show her stuff? I think we might. Let's see. Arrow. An unceremonious cancellation. Cancellation? You know what? What is this about? If you want to give me a present, slip it through a hole in my box. Or if it's too big. Bodula. Not that one. Maybe talk about the script? My script was way more popular than Juniper's. Really? Wow. Well, was that the majority opinion? Yep, my behind-the-scenes maneuvers, threats, and deceptions work like a charm, holy moly. Miriam, this may come as a surprise to you, but that's called cheating. Says you, I didn't break the law. Besides, the end justifies the means. That's what they teach us here. Apparently, some people are already thriving in the dark age of the law. Well, that's awful. Hold on, I haven't read this. A body with a protruding arrow was found on the quad, but the murder weapon was in all. The arrow was inserted as a ruse. The actual murder scene was the art room where the traces of blood were found on the floor. The body was dropped from the third art floor room to the maintenance area below. A mat was laid out to cushion the fall. A ball cart from the storehouse was then used to move the body to the stage. The archery club's room has a good view of the quad. The body was moved to the quad to make it look like an archery club member had shot the victim with an arrow. All arrow sweatsuit. For example, will be a red one. The victim's outfit will be a red one from the prosecutor course. Oh, so that's why he was surprised that she's wearing green. Okay. Hang on, what else can I show to her? Show her my badge. Arrow, quartz planner. Let's not give her this. Oh, can we talk about this? I love this newspaper. The paper quality, the printing method, the smell of the ink. Could be more perfect. Is it really that amazing? No, you just don't get it, do you? Toilet paper, hamster cage lining, window wiper. My paper is so awesomely versatile. Am I to understand that the contents run the entire spectrum of fecal matter as well? Woo! Leaves time to dry. Oh, she's thoughtful. What else? Well, she didn't have much to say about the script. Hang on, can I see my notes court record? Notes, search the entire campus. Okay, we have to search the campus now. Bye, Miss Scuttlebutt. Oh, maintenance area. Hey, there's a scratch. And a cat. Wow, so this is the maintenance area. Let's see. During the mock trial, Prosecutor Gavin said that the art room is right above here on the 3rd floor. And that the body was dropped from there onto a high jump mat from the storehouse, which there is one right there. Right. Then you claimed the body was transported to the stage in a ball cart. And then, oh, there's someone else here. Hey, it's Robin. Whoa! You scared the crap out of me! Hi, Robin. Yikes, right back at you. So what are you doing out here? I'm working out so that I can become strong enough to save Juniper! But I'm so worked up. You're always worked up. My training brace is almost breaking at the seams. Oh, right. The girl you like got arrested, so you're psyching yourself up to rescue her? Yes, because I'm the manliest of manly men. That's why I work out with my manly brace. All the time, though? Are you sure you should be doing that? Like, you should give your body a rest, my dude. Except that I hear some discord in that manliest of men's voice of yours. I don't mean to be rude, but can't you talk without shouting? Sorry! I'll try not to shout so much! If at all possible, that is. Which is not at all possible by the sound of it. Oh, he's so tense. So, do you mind if I ask you some questions as Junie's lawyer? No problem! Ask away! Keep 'em coming, man! Ouch, my ears ache already. Ugh. Your ears ache? I feel tense looking at him being tense. Robin, could you tell me a little more about yourself? Want to know about me? I'm a second-rate member of the Fine Arts Club! Second rate? The Fine Arts Club? I don't know, you seem too tense to be someone in Fine Arts Club. You're incredibly not fine. Was it the broken pottery or plaster? Maybe the same ones you've heard. You're telling me you have steady enough hands to make statues and pottery. I don't buy it one bit, you know. Oh, I guess that's why he's second rate. Say, did you create those stage statues by any chance? You bet I did. Both of them. Put my blood, sweat, and tears into those things, man! It must have been terrible seeing them all smashed up like that. Nah, I couldn't face Professor Court if I let something like that get me down. What do you mean? Professor Court was the Fine Arts Club advisor. She was all about truth and beauty, man. She always said the only good result is the truth. That and only lawyers who seek the truth through legitimate means produce worthwhile results. Okay, I think we can trust him. He's earnest. Yes, I'm totally on your guys' side. She must have been an incredible woman. Yeesh, and you call me loud when I practice my chords of steel. And you're jealous his voice is louder than your chords of steel. Apollo. Aw, man! Why'd I have to take the prosecutor course? I mean, how am I supposed to save Juniper if I'm studying to be a prosecutor? Don't worry, I'll clear Junie's name. You'll see. The three of us had a dream. We swore we'd make it happen together. Prosecutor, lawyer, judge. The three of us would hold fair and honest trials. The dark age of law? Ha! We were gonna put a nail in its coffin, man! That's adorable, actually. Wow, you guys swore to do that? But no! That stupid school rule had to ruin it! School rule? Which one? Anyone with a prior conviction, no matter how minor the offense, they won't be allowed to graduate from this stupid holier-than-thou school! Oh, so if Junie has a conviction now. If Junie has a conviction, she wouldn't be allowed to graduate as a judge, which would make sense why she ended up the way she was in episode 1. Okay, that's fair. A tough legal academy with even tougher rules. Junie will never become a judge unless I can prove her innocence. Does that mean she was never proved innocent? Wrong word. And if I fail, the three of them will never realize their dream. It's like someone put pressure on my pressure. Okay, right. I'm gonna leave you to your tense self and see if I can present anything to you that might mean anything. Yeet. Whoa, did you make that? Oh, fine. I think I'll pass on the kiln firing this time. Right. Let me see this. Team report, speak with Hugh O'Connor. Okay, this is not Hugh. Meet with Hugh. Wow, she meets with Hugh a lot. I think I can skip giving this to you. But you know what? Let's see what he does with it. Yep, in the kiln. How about this one? Ugh, that paper! So, Robin, is this article true? The author of that article has been gunning for the three of us for some reason. It's been nothing but trashy articles like this as long as I can remember. Maybe the author just wants your attention? No way, man! The venom in those articles is way beyond that. I wonder. I'm just showing him everything. See how he reacts to it. Okay. Nothing. Script. Whoa, deja vu, man! It's like I can almost taste my near victory again. But no, the final showdown was canceled because of that murder. This topic sure seems to strike a raw nerve. I hope it doesn't come between you guys. Are you kidding? Our friendship, it's like a diamond, only tougher. It's like a powder keg before a spark. Please don't break your own pottery, please. It's like the calm before the storm. In other words, it's under a lot of pressure and ready to blow at any moment. I'm showing you something different. Well, that was interesting, and there is nothing. I want to look at the area because there's clearly things in this area here, but I can't examine it. I guess we're going elsewhere. Where do we go though? I've been to the outdoor stage. Let's see if lecture hall again, see if anyone's there. Oh, okay, someone's here. Look, there's Hugh. Hey, Hugh! Oh, it's you two. Do you want something? He's so mean. Did you find anything? You said you were going to do some investigating of your own. Nope, nothing yet. I'm afraid it's not looking very good for Juniper. You don't really think Juniper could have done something like this, do you? Only the author and the victim knew the contents of the script. Both the stage and the art room were in the exact same state as described therein. Nobody could mimic the cry like that unless they'd already read the script. Or wrote it. But, look, Professor Means is better able to handle this than you two, so just leave it to him. Ooh, I don't like the sound of that. So you're the imposter. There it is again. I'm picking up some discord in Hugh's voice. Let's talk to him. Hugh, would you mind telling me a little bit about yourself? Huh, whatever. I'm 6'1" and under this uniform I'm 100% lean muscle. That's not what I wanted to know. But good for you. You're a nerd with good physique, I suppose. But a nerd nonetheless. So nerd! My grades are outstanding and I'm the ace of the archery club. Needless to say, you're a nerd. I don't know why I'm dissing him so much on being a nerd. I'm also a nerd. I never miss my mark. Oh, and I'm incredibly humble too. Where? Is your humility in the room with us right now? Oh, how could he even say that with a straight face? Those around me call me a genius, but I pay them no mind. But when it comes to tests, I always get 100%, so I suppose it's only natural for them to say I'm a genius. But as I said before, I pay them no mind. Now, clearly you loved the attention. I heard you the first time. But what about the mock trial? It sounded like you were about to lose to Robin. There's a very good reason for that. You see, right before the mock trial started, I saw the body. You saw the body? Right, and I was so distraught that I basically handed Robin a victory. Hey, you're sweating. Robin, would you mind telling us a little more about that? Right before the mock trial, the campus was empty. Everyone was here in the lecture hall. Oh my god, the announcement is so slow. Faster, please. There was the announcement, and then everyone came in here. Excuse me, I'm drinking. Give me a second. Let me finish my drink. I finished my drink. We can continue. The only exceptions were the mock trial participants. Juniper, Robin, and I were in our personal dressing rooms next door. Wow, your own personal dressing rooms? That's total VIP treatment. Actually, they're for student-teacher meetings. They don't even have windows. The other two waited patiently in their rooms, but that's not my style. So I headed over to the archery range on the other side of the quad. I did some meditation while I waited. That's the best way to relax. Then, just before the mock trial was to start, I headed back toward the main building. As I walked across the quad, I passed in front of the stage. So that's when you saw the body? Then why didn't you phone it in? Right. It was quite a shock. As much as I hate to admit it, my legs were shaking. Right. Question, why didn't you call the police immediately? I could have easily beaten Robin. I could have easily beaten Robin if it hadn't been for that. Again, question, why did you not call the police? Wait, hold it right there. You went through with the mock trial even though you had just discovered a body? Why didn't you tell anyone? I mean, we're talking about someone getting killed here. I think I know why. Was it because of this? Where'd you get that? So this article in the Themis Herald is true. The winner of the mock trial would get to make his confession to Junie. Right. But if I reported the body I found, the whole thing would be called off. So you prioritized your crush over your literal professor being murdered. He really wanted to win that bad? Bad enough to ignore a dead body? Sorry, but that's not normal. Or could their love for Junie really be that strong? Regardless, there was a dead body! Thanks for sharing that important piece of information with us. It may prove useful at tomorrow's trial. Good, because that's all I have to say about the matter. Thanks. And don't worry, we'll prove Juniper's innocence, you'll see. I can't say you two inspire much confidence. Hey now, we passed the bar. Okay, Athena, what next? Well, I think I've talked to everyone who is somehow linked to the case. I want to talk to Hugh about his meeting with the professor, though. Or we're gonna wrap up here. I'm not finished. You haven't met with Junie yet. Yeah, you're right. Okay, the detention center. Whee! Athena, thank you so much for coming. She called me Athena like she used to. Maybe she's finally letting her guard down. Junie, the crime's unfolding exactly like your script. Any idea what's going on here? We wanted to make it fair, so the script was kept secret until the day of the mock trial. And the only people who knew the details were Professor Court and I. Nothing we haven't heard already so far. However... Yes? What is it, Junie? Well, there was this one article in the school paper. You mean this one? It's more like a tabloid piece in a newspaper article, if you ask me. I've been worried that the trial would wreck the friendship between Rob and Hugh and me. She wants to stay friends, but both of the guys are hoping to take it to the next level. Aw, man, that sucks. Oh, the passion of high school drama. Wish I could have experienced it. I wish otherwise. High school drama has so much passion, but like so much, well, drama to it, you know? And I know I shouldn't have, but I revised the script to favor the prosecution. But Professor Court noticed it immediately and changed it back. Oh. So if Robin had won, Hugh wouldn't have been able to confess his love to Junie. Hang on. But the script that they used today still favored the prosecution. Menarik. Interesting. They would have kept the trio's relationship the same. Never knew Junie could be so devious. Sorry, I guess my personal problems probably won't be of any help in court, huh? You never know. Help often comes from the most unexpected places. Thanks, Juniper. I was wondering about that awl you had on you when you were arrested. Oh, Fulbright. You fool. It was the murder weapon from the mock trial. Professor Court and I were prepping it in the art room until the day before the trial. I didn't even realize I still had it on me until I was arrested. Then we've nothing to worry about. There shouldn't be any way to link it to the crime. Still, that blood red color on the awl bothers me. Wasn't it just paint or something? I mean, I was just looking at it from pretty far away, but it probably was just paint, but that's what bothers me. It wasn't on the awl we were prepping it yesterday. Oh dear. It wasn't? Then how and when did it get there? Well, before the mock trial began, I showed Athena and Mr. Wright to the waiting room. Then I went back to my dressing room to get the trial props we were going to use. That's when I found the art room key and the awl with what looked like blood on it. A key and the awl? Professor Court normally has the art room key since she's the Fine Art Club's advisor, and since that key was in the dressing room, I thought she was the one who had painted the awl to look like it had blood on it. After all, she always insisted that the props should be realistic, so... Oh, that's not good. And then she touched the awl. That means she put the awl in the pocket herself. So her purse would be there. That's not good. The awl suddenly shows up on the day of the trial with what looks like blood on it. I have a really bad feeling about this. Me too. Well, let's not jump the gun on this. You and Professor Court were busy preparing for the mock trial together yesterday, right? Was that the last time you saw her? Yes, I left school at around 6 p.m. Did you notice anything different about her? No, I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. She looked and acted the same as always. I would have never guessed she'd end up like this. It looks like we're about out of time. Thank you for coming to see me. We'll do everything we can to prove you innocent tomorrow. I know, and I believe in you, Dina. Well, I should go now. Bye. Bye, Junie. Is she gonna be alright? She's like a shadow of the girl we met back at the academy. The Junie I knew was always like that, a little weak and sickly. But the fact that she's lifted her facade shows that she trusts us. Even still. What is it? Well, when Junie and her two friends were talking about their friendship, I sensed some discord in their hearts. Seriously? Yeah, but it was really faint. I might have been mistaken. There's no reason to doubt their friendship, is there? Don't worry, everything will be fine. You and Juniper are friends, right? I know that friend's like... You know that friend I mentioned to you earlier? Well, get this. Whenever something's troubling one of us, the other can just feel it. That's real friendship. I suppose you're right. Might as well forget about that and concentrate on the trial. Yep, tomorrow's the big day. Let's sort out what we know so far. Okay. The victim, Professor Constance Court, was murdered in the art room on the 3rd floor, and her body was moved to the outdoor stage in the quad. Also, the location where we found the body was just as the mock trial script described. I wish those were the only similarities they shared. What do you mean? What I mean is the script and the case are exactly the same in almost every respect. So it follows that the actual trial may very well unfold just like the mock trial did. Oh no! The mock trial ended right before the prosecution was about to win. Well, that's not gonna happen. This time, Junie will be declared not guilty. Of course, I intend to get our results the honest way. We can do this. We'll be fine. After all, I have Apollo and he's the king of being fine. Yay! So the question is, do we continue or do I take a rest? Hey, you know what? I think that's enough for today. Yeah, I think that is enough for today. It's 11 p.m. now. I have things to do. So like studying, preparing for what this month's cover, and then also trying to fix my sleep schedule because I have to because I have things to do. So that's where we're gonna stop for today. So next time I stream, it's going to be day 2 trial 1. Day 2, right? Yeah, day 2 trial. So yeah, I'm gonna stop, I'm gonna save, and then I'm gonna sleep or something. I don't know. Okay. Bye bye.